Curtis Neal will lead us on the pole. Here we go, tuner time here at Tulsa Speedway. Curtis Neal leads them going into 1 and 2. The 0-1, Kallin Stokes in second. Here comes the 0-2 of Scott Stokes looking to go to the inside of Timothy Cheney for third. And for the lead, the 0-1 of Kallin Stokes tried to go way up top. Didn't work out. Now the 0-2 of Scott Stokes looking to go to the inside of Timothy Cheney for the third spot. We saw earlier in heat race action. And we're going to call the yellow for the number 12 of Ashley O'Hara. You show me where you can watch 410 wing sprint cars for less than $25 for one person in the stands, and you call me crazy, but you can have it right here at Tulsa Speedway, June 9th and 10th. Curtis Neal leads us down into 1 and 2. The 0-1 of Kallin Stokes. Here comes the 0-2 of Scott Stokes on the outside of Cheney. He got around. Now he's up to third. Now the 41 of Brownlee going to get around Cheney for the fourth spot. Challenging for the race lead is the 0-1 of Kallin Stokes. Kallin working on the bottom. Curtis Neal, one groove slightly above the 0-1 of Stokes. Here comes Kallin to the inside for the race lead into 3 and 4. Oh, getting really sideways and saved it on the binds. Still side by side for the lead, the 0-1 of Kallin Stokes. And we got one stopped at the bottom of turn 3 and 4. We'll see if he can get it regrouped, and looks like he's going to keep it going at a slow stop. And he's going to keep it going so we get to stay green. For the race lead, the 0-1 of Kallin Stokes in the 90, Curtis Neal still side by side. And then right behind, awaiting, is the 0-2 of Scott Stokes. Kallin goes up top in turn 2. Scott trying to go up underneath. Kallin mid-side up the racetrack. Scott on the bottom. Out of turn 4. Kallin trying to work the outside of Curtis Neal. Gets back to the inside. Lap traffic right in front. They're going to split them on the outside. 3 wide. Kallin got held up and whoa, dog. Kallin and Scott side by side for a second. Kallin on the bottom. Scott up top. Kallin slides it up. Scott trying to get back up underneath. And Cheney in turn 4 collects tractor tire. Re-spins it, gets it back going. And Ashley O'Hara at the bottom of turns 1 and 2. 360s does the same thing, keeps it back going. Here comes Kallin Stokes back to the inside for the lead, challenging Curtis Neal. Curtis Neal right there on the point. Lap traffic once again coming up to the leader. Kallin Stokes trying every line possible to get around the 90. Your leader, Curtis Neal. Here comes Kallin on the outside. Curtis on the bottom. The 0-2 of Scott Stokes trying bottom. Side by side for the lead. Here goes Kallin Stokes, new leader going into turn 1. Kallin, now your race leader. Curtis Neal second. Scott Stokes, a slower car on the pace of your leaders. Ashley O'Hara, that's going to slow him down momentarily. Ashley O'Hara really off the pace in turn 4. And looks like she's going to pull it off and end it for her feature run time. Race leader Kallin Stokes dominating. And then looks like we got one really off the pace at the top of 1 and 2. He's going to go to the inside, perhaps go to the infield and pull off. And thank you very much. That's the M12 of Tyler Harris. So we get to stay green flag racing action. And now Curtis Neal getting challenged by the 0-2 of Scott Stokes down the back straightaway, side by side for second. Scott on the bottom, Curtis up top. Scott going to try to force his way up top out of 4, shove him up the racetrack. Curtis Neal trying to hold off, but Scott got him by half a car length on the bottom, puts the lap car in between him and Curtis, and what a move. Scott Stokes now up to second. Lap traffic right in front of the leaders. It's going to slow up Kallin Stokes. Not sure where the 122 Timothy Cheney going. Kallin Stokes going to try the bottom, but you see right behind the 0-2 of Scott Stokes, really on the bottom. Kallin going to try to work underneath the lap car down the back straightaway. Got around him on the bottom. Now lap car separates Kallin and Scott. Curtis Neal looking to go back to the outside for the second spot of the 02 Scott Stokes. Didn't quite stick out for him. Upcoming lap number 12. Curtis Neal trying to catch up. Scott Stokes looking to go inside of Timothy Cheney. Put him a lap down. Curtis Neal looking to go to the inside of Timothy as well. 2 laps to go for Kallin Stokes, your leader. Kallin running bottom. Scott Stokes really on the bottom as well, even going in the straightaway, entering turn number 1. He was glued right there up on the bottom. Kallin leads them into 3 and out of 4. White flag, one more trip around for Kallin Stokes. Kallin leads. Going into 1 and 2 on the bottom. Scott Stokes, Curtis Neal, Aydon Lyles, Connar Brownlee. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Kallin on the bottom. Into 3 and out of 4. Tuner time. Main event win going to Kallin Stokes. Followed by Scott Stokes, Curtis Neal, your top 3. And 4th place will be the 03, Aydon Lyles. And then the 41 of Connar Brownlee and Timothy Cheney rounding him out. And then Elizabeth Hancock.